I spent too much time basically trying to understand how a brain function. I did basically like my best, basically like to yes to highlight this fact. It's like you see it's like normal people's like they have like they are their eyes like open, and sometimes my facial structure is somehow rigid, and people just told me it's like you have to exercise more on like my facial expression, basically just to, well, yes, just like that. And I had like a lot of people just telling me embarrassingly bad things. uh, Even as like when I wear my glasses, it's not normal, and this is what has been basically worrying for like a long period of time. It's like I just awaken, I just ate food, and this and this, and this is somehow is like a type of fatigue, and I thought it's like I'm just like processing some sort of bad food or bad equipment, but yeah, it has been like just a lot of stress and people not knowing me at all, and family hiding things and something like that. So in 2017 and 2018, it was nothing, no information, no money given. Apparently, there is some sort they have given. So the name is Kidadi. Apparently, they have given it basically. I don't understand why do they give my money to other people. And if there's a theft, I thought that the police will search for it, will find it, and then they return the money. But not like to act like some sort of a mafia, and they tell me it's like, okay, we have given your property to your to this person or to that person. Okay, why did you do that in the first place? I come visit you regularly. But then I just face these individuals who attack me basically. They support some sort of deranged people and deranged family. In August 2018, my physical structure of my body was completely normal. Then I had like some sort of an overflow. And then I still have this type of people who just attack me and attack me and attack me continuously. I go to that court, to a lot of people, to a lot of regions. They found my property. Okay, go to look to collect them. When I go to collect them, well, it's not there anymore, and they keep on playing games, and I keep on reciting this. It's like I went to the chief of the green uniforms, like why do your people attack the royal family or presidents or prime ministers or the political class in Europe or in the Western world or all over the world? It's like, why do you attack the political class, the economical class, people who do engineering, people who do energy, people who do this? Why do you attack them? Then I just tried I had like one chance, one try. On April 23rd, 2018, I've seen all avenues blocked. I won't lie, I've seen all avenues blocked. Even with that highlight, I've seen all avenues blocked. I thought it was because of Swedish persecution. It's like I used the US Embassy. I spoke with someone who is basically in New York, here in Washington, D.C. over the phone. This is what I have, this is what I have, this is what I have. Okay, they're not giving me anything. I didn't have my passport, and until I got my passport, I had to ask basically it's like the president's circle basically just to get a simple passport. And yeah, it's like what's wrong with all these people? And this is like this is all the time the type of derangement that I have is like people committing atrocities, then they're just those people who are there. And yeah, just is like for people is like whatever you think you have been successful into submitting anything to me, think of it as this. NASA NASA has not yet explored the sun closely. They just didn't go like above Mercury to have a view of the sun. This is the situation. It's like nothing can reach me, even money or resources or this or this or that. And I'm just living up with my Danish work. I've done listed a lot of work, and apparently when do I say to people, it's like a laugh. They think I'm trying to amuse them. Okay, I give someone paper. Well, oh, it's a lot of money. We don't want to have trouble with people who have nuclear warheads, who have nukes, and who have this and who have that. I'm just trying to remain calm because I just think that everything is for me to get like some sort of environmental permit through political means or through someone who has been like in the parliament, and that's the husband of that's the partner of the CEO, and he's the CEO of like a railway company and all of those stuff. But then it's like I just have that wide range of work. I went to there's like the Daira building, just over there. There's like the Daira building just straight away this side. Well, I went there. I met those people in June, in July, in August, and in September 2019. Okay, do you have anything new? Have you called me? Have you done this? Have you done that? Apparently, they have not received my documents from Denmark. They have not received any other documents. The only documents that I'm sure about, which I made it like in Austria, and I don't know how I did that, is like securing that thing. And well, is this how to run a company? It's not this in Europe. It's like if I've done all those efforts in basically Europe or in Austria or in Switzerland, I would have like get like by now like about like 20 million euros or something like that. I'm doing it in this country. Yeah. So as I said it to the green uniform, so there is like a missing graduating certificate coming from my thesis, which has been sent by the Queen of England. And what I tried actually to accomplish through my climate change solution is like just to figure out like the entire economy and the entire globe or the entire country or federal state as 9 or 8 or 10 planets as the planetary system. There is like the sun, there's like Mercury, there is like I keep on repeating this. There is like Venus. After there is like Earth, then Mars, then the belt of rocks, then Jupiter, then Saturn, then Uranus, then Neptune, then the Kuiper belt. And all of this has all of their characteristics. They're in dust motion in specific area. The gravitational force to me is like -1 on ln x, logarithmic x. And that logarithmic x, if like it decreases in gradients, it means that the amount of condensation of mass within that area of space is dependent on that, and therefore it's like the gravitational force increases as the it's like the function -1 on ln x. And it's like some sort of condensation of mass, and in each step and in each that area there's like some sort of some sort of gravitational field. When I explained Jupiter, I thought all of those gas layers and explained them in terms of energy and environmental terms. The same I did with the belt of rocks. The same I did with it's like I imagine them as food, and they're like all type of variety of foods, and the taste change from one to another, and that's how like the belt of rocks in space works. And there's like Mars, and then there's like Earth. I explained that, and I explained a lot of things. However, I do face people who have like some sort of deep religious sickness or deep religious extremism, who bring some sort of state aggression into what I wrote, which is like in physical terms, in terms of physics and astrophysics. Now it's like I completed phase 7. I know how it works. Yes, it's like the wind, there's water, it's floating, there's rocks, there's the wind, there's the sun, the amount of sun. So I explained how. It's like if you are like in Earth and trying like to build very large infrastructures, the best way to do it is to use not to use like solar, maybe solar like for finishing touch or something like that, but like on the main equipments like the asphalt, the concrete, and all of those things, you need to have like some sort of hydropower. And I tried like to remove the oil and all of those stuff. This is not an easy work. And when I goes like to Uranus, I thought it's like socioeconomic analysis on the acceptance of such technologies. And when I reach like Neptune, which is like the last planet, it has like some sort of, yes, how to say it? It's like all of this. It's like complex system and the environment. And it's like contact point with public body. And you see, it's like when I did like the technical explanation, okay, that's documents, that's just papers, that goes into like an archive or of physics or physics or economics or physiology or this or this or that. While when you take it like a term of like the business plan that I listed, which has like 9 core things, 8 is like site restoration, and it's like giving out some sort of like of a solution to how to say of a solution to safeguard what's on the face. And this is what I stated as maybe those are basically like considered basically as like the moons. And then yes, and then my try basically to revert to that to try basically like to explain it how like in real term and in real life, and then explaining the gravitational force. And then when you use like the Kepler belt, well, those are like the industries that are just outside, and those energies should be put like into like complex system and the environment. That's basically 10 like the Kepler belt, while 9 is like multi-layer multi-energy system based on environmental sustainability. It's like enveloping everything. It's like you take like the solar system with the 8 planets, and the 9th planet is like somehow it's like involved everything. It's like some sort of a body which is like roaming around, and it's basically attracted by the differential of magnetic force. Yes, it's like attracted by the differential of magnetic force. It's like the magnetic force like of planet 8, 7 and 6 make them like float over there. And I thought, then why then does the Neptune revolve and this and this? It's like what makes the motion of the planets works. And when I see all these explanations, and then I look at the Nobel Prize in Physics, which has been attributed 2 or 1 days ago, or the one in literature, well, I'm going to Austria. Well, yes, and what I don't see, so far I didn't see any of this, and I proposed like some sort of an economical model, and apparently I understood it's like I'm not from the Jewish, I'm not like from the Middle East, I'm not from the Middle East, I'm not from Poland. Then I used the same thinking, and I started like to extract things. Then I thought maybe it's like I need to remember the behavioral psychology of people. So I went to France, I went to Belgium, but then in Belgium I knew 2 like high level, like two great individuals. Then the Netherlands, well, I am in some sort in accordance with their values on paper. Then Germany, well, they didn't say anything to me. They hide everything out, and they don't tell me any news, even bad news or good news. They don't tell me nothing. Good news maybe, probably, if I insist. Then, okay, so I never went to Hungary. Then I was like when I met like people like from the Czech Republic, I've seen their psychology. And I understood it's like they are like people who it's like just through the psychology I started like to understand it's like they were like somehow extremely calm and extremely patient in light of the entire like situation. And I thought they may be like somehow like extremely good in avoiding legal battles, or like to gaining money easily like in legal battles, without doing crimes, you're safeguarding somehow like gaining money like easily or every day. They have been like very cautious. Then okay. I started to understand and I thought, okay, maybe someone from Austria knows my origin. And that's the easiest term because, well, when I see it's like, it's like when you have like people defending your own country or the country where you grew up, well, you get some sort of like physical and material rewards. But like even there is like, well, religiously, well, I did meet some sort of expectation and exceeded them. Well, I don't want to get any more weight. I have like spent like 4 years like reducing everything. Then things went really bad in August 2018. Okay, let's explain August 2018. What do I think of it? It's like the first, like something very bad happened. Then on the second, well, there was like some sort of a smart behavior. Then on the third, well, oh, I shouldn't tell him this. Then on the third, then on the fourth, then well and one and one. And then I thought that I'm facing an individuals who has some sort of a mental illness, who think that I don't know. It's like I've been like where I was studying in Sweden, there were also Germans, French, and Spaniards, and I don't know. Yes. This is what I propose to Austria. You have said like you have some sort of 4 criteria. I just go here. I took like a screenshot. I took like some sort like of a screenshot. Even though like I thought it's like, yes, I did some sort of involve like some sort of machine learning. And then it's like, it's not like I'm at the limit, but like I tried everything. And then yeah, it's like yes, it's not like I'm some sort like of a money machine or something like that. But then I visit individuals, I visit two people. Okay, where is my property? Have you found anything? Did someone steal? What happened? Okay, so there has been like this call for application. It's not like I don't want to move anywhere else, but like, okay, startup in the sectors of energy transformation, mobility and industry 4.0, 4.0, startup using the latest technologies, blockchain, IoT, Internet of Things, what to submit, pitch deck with the relevant information about your company and your product, service, market overview, competitor, business, and financial plan, CVs of all founders. I'm the founder, just me. And I've been doing this, well, since 2016. Because, well, I had like to exit the university. And when you are in the university, there has been like nobody who reached his hand to submit things to me. And it has been like a difficult road. There has been like incubating, consulting, and founding. Driving the energy transition, our mission, we act as incubator. I myself, me, who has been in this region, who has met people from here, from all over, from a lot of countries. Yeah, it's like maybe someone from Austria know my origin, but like it's like answering energy transformation. I just explained how 6 planets works in system and how you can apply it in the real world. How did I wrote it? Mobility. It's energy transformation and energy transformation and industry 4.0. Mobility, maybe. I don't know. I think it's phase 8 or phase. So I included everything. It's like I was just tired of people just. Yeah, it was just impossible to move. Startup using the latest technologies. I'm creating new ones. I have the resources, I have the platforms, I have all of this. I have my LinkedIn where you can verify my 528 contacts, and all applications are evaluated by an external jury. We inform you about the jury decision. After the selection, we invite your team to a first meeting to define our cooperation and to take the first steps. Apparently, the people who tried basically to see me, well, I met them on the train. I met one of them on the train. I exchanged things, and yes, this is how things works. And basically, it's like if they do not have wish to speak, but this is basically the situation. And I called yesterday. That on Thursday, I called yesterday, and I asked for a review. He gave me like a reply. I went to the embassy and I submitted things there, and yes, and this is the situation. And well, basically, it's like yeah, it's your choice. Well, I've seen the videos, but apparently I don't know what's wrong. And yeah, like I'm offering this works to a lot of people, and basically all of them just decline. You have accepted. Yeah, maybe it will take 1 year to get some sort of environmental permit. I met your staff at the Austrian embassy in Tunis, and here we are.